The winner of the 2010 West Australian Hudson Private and Corporate Sector Award is Denise Goldsworthy.
Go Salt! Oh dear. Thank you. To all the guests and ladies and gentlemen here today. I suppose I want to start with congratulations to all the participants, the finalists, the winners announced so far, 2 from Port Hedland so far. Jan, we're doing well in this year's Telstra Business Women's Awards. I also want to congratulate in advance all of those people in the audience who aspire to be finalists in future years as well. I know there are a number of young women here who hope to be up on this platform at some stage in the future, and I hope you get there. I thank Telstra for sponsoring these awards over a number of years. I did participate in the process something like 14 years ago over in New South Wales as sort of a young woman, very nervous and naive. I've moved a long way since then, and Telstra have been there supporting this process for so long. Also like to thank Hudson, the sponsors of the Private and Corporate Sector Award. It's fantastic to have your involvement in this process as well. My current role is as Managing Director for 2 Rio Tinto business units, Dampier Salt and High Smelt. And I think the reason I'm here today is really a shared story with Dampier Salt over the last few years. So I want to tell you a bit about the business and what we've done. For those of you unfamiliar with the company, we're the world's largest exporter of solar salt. We operate 3 sites in Western Australia, Dampier, Port Hedland and Lake McLeod, and they have a combined capacity of 11 million tonnes a year. We have a head office here in Perth and a sales and marketing team located in Singapore close to our customers. We are currently the only salt supplier in the world who can say that we supply to every continent except South America, and we've grown to that position in the last 2 years. And before you say 11 million tonnes is a lot of fish and chips, the majority of our salt gets used in the chemical industry. Almost everything that chemically requires sodium or chlorine has somewhere or other in its value chain salt as part of the production process. So whenever you're using aluminium, glass or PVC and a number of other plastics, that process all started with salt, and a large amount of that starts with the salt here in Western Australia. In 2006, the company was on its knees. We were in a poor financial state. The Dampier site was then hit by 6 cyclones. This was followed by Cyclone George that almost totally demolished our Port Hedland site in 2007. So for a while, we essentially had no money and no salt. We were a business that was in survival mode. In early 2008, I created a vision and business plan for Dampier Salt to become the global market leader. This was presented to the senior management of Rio Tinto, and with a bit of a restructure, they trusted me enough with the full accountability for the business and the managing director role. Our headline results since then have been impressive. Prior to 2006, the business would typically earn around 20 million a year. In 2008, we set a record for earnings, more than doubling the previous best, and this was followed in 2009, even with the GFC, of again more than doubling our best earnings to over 120 million US. And the changes have not only been in the financial performance. The all-entry frequency rate in Dampier Salt is now about a quarter of the level of 2007 as well, so we've been tackling improvements on a number of fronts. So how has this been achieved? The steps are simple when they're written down. I've actually got them written here, nice and easy to follow, nice recipe. But they're far more difficult to implement effectively. Firstly, quality information. Know your business levers, know your customers, your competitors, your risks and your opportunities. And secondly, develop and engage your employees in a passionate vision that they can understand. Finally, the last big thank you goes to my family, friends and colleagues who have been there through the good times and the bad. They are a key part of who I am today. Thank you.